you can just start.
Yep. All right. So, thank you for tuning in into our very first live session of Instagram Live with DELTAone Singapore. And technically, we're under the category of DELTAone International. So it will be inclusive of Hong Kong side and Singapore side. And the main man next to me is the co-founder of DELTAone International, Mr. Yuji-san.
よろしくお願いします。
Right. So he's Japanese for sure. I mean, Goros is Japanese, but he can speak English as well.
Yes.
So introductory in English, please.
Okay, sure. Hi, everyone. So my name is Yuji. I'm Japanese, but however, I grew up in Hong Kong. So I do speak English studying in international school. So just to brief you guys out, I started DELTAone, the Hong Kong, back in 2019 when we started the e-commerce website. But we had been doing that for 1 year. After that, we did some pop-ups in Mandarin Oriental and Landmark in Hong Kong. And then we were able to open our first store in August of 2020 during the COVID season. Really thankful for everyone who has supported us back in Hong Kong as well as internationally. But for this year in 2023, we opened our first flagship store also in Singapore. So we have been welcoming quite a lot of customers coming by, enjoying girls, sharing girls' history, stories, and also making their first purchase. So I will be here with Wilson, who's our new sales manager.
Hi,
so
everyone.
Would you like to brief you out as well?
Yep, so I'm partially newer to the team, but probably some people around in Singapore might see my particular faces overall around since like early days of streetwear and stuff. I've always been in fashion, but I'm also an avid fan of everything Japanese, and Goros falls in the category of Japanese, so it's a no-brainer, and now I'm here thanks to Yuji-san, and the capabilities on opportunities allow me to be here and share more stories and able to serve everyone and more in-depth knowledge about Goros. So yeah, Goros has been around for the longest time, and what's your take on it on Goros? What do you feel it's the inspiration behind it, the story behind it that catapults or captivates everyone's essence into like wanting to own a piece until today, even though he has been passed on for almost 10 years now, I would say so. Yes. But what's the main ethos or the whole the energy and spirit that everyone is captivated about?
Thank you, Wilson. So I think, I believe a lot of you guys know what Goros is. It's a brand that started in 1972 in Harajuku, selling silverwares, silver accessories, as well as leather craftsmanship. Yes, this is one of the iconic pendants from Goros. But what really differentiates Goros from other silver accessories, I believe, is that the story behind it.
Very true, very true.
This man called Goro Takahashi, he is the founder of Goros, hence the name Goros. Since his childhood, he was very interested in these American culture. During when he was a kid, he was playing with his friend American style game, gun shooting with toys, kind of.
Yeah.
So that was very prominent back in the days in Japan. But the most important milestones that he had was when he was in high school, junior high.
Heard from the history, he's pretty good with the handicraft of leather goods and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the story is that during his junior high, he went to the summer camp in a place called Hayama in Japan, Tokyo, near Tokyo. So over there, he met one of the American troop soldier who was stationed there, and he was learning all these leather crafting, leather carving techniques. And he has been spending most of the time together with him to making these leather crafts. And at the end of the day, when American soldier was moving back to the States, he has been given his tools.
Oh, okay.
So that's how he started to do leather crafting. But over the years, he was still very, very interested in these American culture. So he has actually traveled all the way to United
US,
States,
okay.
like
Yeah.
New York, a lot of like places. And another important milestone was the Lakota tribe.
So you went to South Dakota, all the way to South Dakota?
Yes.
Yeah, to join this tribe, to experience the whole essence of being in the Indian tribe,
Yes.
to understand the whole culture and stuff like that. So he really took all the essence of, whatever he really wanted to do away from the Japanese culture. He took all the time and saving the money and all the belts that he did before in Japan, saved the money and then whoosh all the way
Yeah.
into America just to have that real life experience, It's something that's very different.
that guy is very different
Yeah.
from like what other people do.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he is that passionate about about these American culture, and
Yeah.
he actually went through all the native tribes.
The Sundance,
Yeah,
and
Sundance,
and
the
stuff like that.
huts.
Yeah.
So from there, he was given the name of like Yellow Eagle,
Yep.
which means like a guy from the east. And through this ritual, he has seen these golden eagles flying in front of him. So that's where the origin of goros come from.
Yeah, so some of you don't know the Yellow Eagle name. Sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't. So actually, that is the nickname given to Goro Takahashi himself when he finished or completed the whole Sundance ritual and stuff. So it's a very distinct name. Once you say Yellow Eagle, it's definitely Goro Takahashi. So it may not link to anyone else because it's that distinctively him.
Yes,
Right,
it's
correct?
a unique name
Yeah.
given. Yes, and
Exactly.
and the most important thing, he's the first Japanese to become a Native American.
Or Asian in overall, I would say.
It's very close to, I think, Asian
yeah,
level.
okay.
Like for Asian Japanese, he's definitely the number one going through. So after he went through the rituals and given the name of Yellow Eagle, he traveled back to Japan. But that was because he wanted to like fuse these Japanese culture with American culture together to make what we have today,
Yeah.
goros.
Goros, all the silverware, silversmith, and the things that he learned from there, and he brought all the essence of it and make it his in a sense.
Yeah.
Very unique to him because back then there isn't much very artisanal silversmith
No.
who is Japanese or who is based out of Japan to do things like that, very intricacy of stuff. So he brought something very unique and different back all the way to Japan.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Because-
very commendable.
Also in like that like period, it was like still 90s, 50s to like 70s. That's when like Japanese fashion was really
I'm
trending.
still like seed.
I haven't been born yet too.
So it's like way far upon
Yeah.
what we were back then to know. But,
But
yeah,
that time was when like Shibukaji, Amerikaji
Amekaji also.
was part of it, and a lot of hippie styles as well, like coming into Japan. So a lot of people were like really interested in that brand. And
Yeah, exactly.
but most importantly, as Wilson stated earlier, I think the most essence that I personally like about girls is that first of all they are the pioneers, but not only that, it's the life story of how Goro Takahashi
Yeah.
created this brand, and also the piece itself. It's very delicate.
Yeah.
It's very detailed.
So he actually took a lot of trial and error to the years that he really owned his craft. It's not like an instant like boom, you see what it is today. So it's a lot of evolutions. If you do find all the infos from internet or the books that you see before in Japanese, it took a lot of time. It's not only like 5-10 years, probably 20 years
Yeah,
or so.
more.
It's not like a day one and boom, you have what it is today in this kind of intricate, nice feather pendant. But it takes time, like out of shape. How does this, get into that? It takes a lot of like evolution of
Yeah.
trial and errors, and you get what it is today. So it's very commendable. He never gave up on what he really ideally wanted to finish.
Yeah.
So he built it upon years and years of relationship and understanding the craft, and then build it and learning other kind of techniques from other people. So yeah, that's what came it to be today.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think that's what very like. Once you're into girls, you're just into it naturally.
Yeah.
It's. I know it sounds crazy, but at the same time, that's how you feel once you start wearing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like something you don't want to leave out of your spectrum. Or like,
Yeah.
I don't know, 5 meters or less than that. Or maybe the only time you don't want to is like go to shower with it. But then again,
Hey, I do wear it on shower.
Really? Oh, okay. I don't. But okay, it depends on individual kind of a presence. But
There's
yeah,
different.
that's the
Yeah.
only time I want to get out. I go to shower and I put it back on. It's like something. It has to be a part of you. It's like it's part of your soul and spirit. I don't know. It's like it's
Yeah.
kind of a. You don't feel right if you don't wear it out, together
Yep.
outside wherever you're going to. But it's something. It kind of feels protected as
It
well.
is.
You have a barrier of like. Mamoru.
Mamoru.
To Mamori no so like
Sacred.
Right.
So yeah, and also I think one of the story about girls is about the official stores lining up. One thing
Yeah, lining up, it's been a very tricky situation. I mean, I personally only went once to the particular lining up. I mean, you go there like 9 in the morning, you try to get in the queue as early as possible. You thought you're the first one, but there's always someone earlier than you do. In Japan, the sun rises way above time that, in Singapore, you stay a bit more, but once you're there, like, shit, there's really like 50% in front of you. So, I mean, this experience was like in 2017. Yeah, 2017 or so. Before that pandemic, if you're holding a foreign passport, you're still able to join the queue. And as long as you present your passport and then your return ticket and stuff like that, they will just allow you to join. And you just, go into the queue, you wait, and the time comes 11, from 11 o'clock. Then the staff, you're holding the iPad, you just press the iPad and see the number comes out. And if you're within the spectrum of the number, then okay, congrats, you're in the number given like today specifically, maybe let's say it's like 50 or 60, and you give you the armband to like tie it on and congrats, you're in. If you're out of the number, too bad. Please come again tomorrow and try again.
So were you able to enter?
Sadly, no. After 2 hours of waiting, springtime, so it's a little bit cold for me, But then again, it was a whole experience. You get to see people with whole decked out sets, and it's a whole different vibe. A little bit hostile because some people I think, hey, why is this foreign in queue? And mostly it's all the Japanese and all the older recorded customers in the queue. But it's fine to see sometimes like what they have or what they wear to match against the goros that they have. But overall, that itself, in a short spurt of 2 hours, I feel, that's already part of the goros culture.
Yeah. And there's also that.
Yeah, so for me, unlucky, I didn't get to go in exactly. I didn't really want to try again because I know I have more stuff to venture out in Tokyo. You always have food and fun, but that was the only time I tried it out. So what about you? I mean, Yuji-san, it's a Japanese, maybe you went inside before?
Yeah. Few times, but couldn't.
Few times? Okay.
But I just wanted to explain the process, the procedures of getting inside goros is that, first of all, as Wilson has been talking about it, at 11 a.m. people have to be there lining up. You usually see 100 to 300 people outside all the way to the Harajuku, like Meiji Shinjuku and Harajuku.
Yeah, so I mean, for those who are familiar with the Omotesando side, so once from the store, you'll be a whole downstretch L shape to the Tokyo Plaza Mall and way back down to the Urban Outfitters. Yeah. That down inside. So that itself, you won't miss it most of the time. Yeah, it will be there.
It's like iconic scene that you see, like walking down
So at certain times, even on Golden Week, it could go to 300 people, and that on certain occasions the police might stop them. If it gets overly too crowded. But at most times, I would say 100-ish. It's a very normal number to be queuing. Every day until today.
Single day. But the chances of going is very low. As you had mentioned, you have to. It's like a lucky draw through the iPad. So you're looking around 30 to up to 50 people just going every day. But that's not it. That's the first challenge that you have to pass through. Second challenge is to get known by the staffs. So goros, they're very, very selective on customers. They're not going to offer you what you want on your first visit. They will look at you, they'll look at your fashion. In some cases, they might not sell anything, but there are times they will sell you the basic ones. However, the most important thing here is that you cannot buy what you want.
Yeah, you can't just go to the counter if you see an open top and you're just pointing hey, I want to go turquoise, or I just want to go dip in something like that you have in mind. But that's never the actual experience or overall would recommend you to do. I mean, if you're daring to do so, I mean, you can try your luck. But most of the time, they would just straight up, turn you down. Yeah.
So that's why, for some of the feathers, most famous one would be gold tip feather. It is said to take over 1 year up to 3 years of constantly lining up in order to buy that product. So
every day non-stop being there, and just to last time Foursquare, you just need to check in yourself. Even though you don't get in, but you need to check in yourself. Early in the morning, go there, press the iPad, go sorry. Next time you come in again, just to show your face, to check in, just to have the recognition of you're loyal to Goros now. Okay, you're right. Probably welcome and get something next week, not this week. Something like that. So it's very intricate, and it's a process of them trusting you if you're that loyal or worthy of like getting at least first piece out of the main store.
But I think like even though you're loyal, also the luck depends on the number that you're entering the store. Most of like the good ones will go away on like the first to like the 10th customers. So the later you go, the one you're getting are pretty much leftovers.
Yeah, that's true.
That's available there.
Probably the first 10 gets the XL size, the bigger ones that you know, and as it goes back, probably if you're lucky, you get like really the large, medium, small ones. If there is still chances, if not, maybe just a simple chain or just a bag. If you're into those things.
So that's where it comes about goros.
So the whole procedure is not as easy as you think, and up till now after the pandemic, even though you're holding a passport, if a return ticket for foreigners, they are still not allowed to get in. So it's a very strict Japanese only residential and with records. So if you're without a record, you're not a local in Japan. To get in, it's near difficult. I
think right now, based on their schedules, only the last 4 or 5 days is allowed for new customers only.
So out of in the whole month. Whole month, there's only 4 or 5 days you get to get in for being Japanese. And if you're not, you just don't need to think about it. You just pass by, take a picture of the orange building. Just enjoy being a culture from the outside and enjoy. But to get in, for the Japanese, it's really that difficult. So it's not an easy task.
So that's the story about the goros.
So for me, as I said, I wasn't lucky enough to get into the store. So at that period of time, even earlier than that, I got my first feather setup. For everyone to see, just the simple feather setup. I got this from DELTAone Japan. That was like the initial first store in Harajuku on the second floor. If everyone knows where neighborhood is, then next used to be New Era, right? New Era store. Now it's the main Honten. So last time it used to be on the second floor, small shop. It's secluded. Not much people know about it. So I got my initial first set from there because I totally failed most of the trials. But then again, DELTAone's very friendly, the staff are very helpful. And lucky enough, my first set was actually set up by Akira-san, Hiroichi-san, now the CEO of DELTAone Japan. But that again, now they already built into numerous stores around the world, like a couple in Japan and this side of the world in Hong Kong, in Singapore, and hopefully more to come. So DELTAone has always been priding themselves in the best legitimate reseller of like goros. They know what they're doing. They know all the years and details and knowledge. So it's a place that you feel safe buying stuff that is more knowledgeable from the staff. They will explain to you. So it's a great one-stop solution, I would say. So even tying stuff, leather goods, they know what they're doing. So from Japan all the way to here, the techniques and the whole culture doesn't change. DELTAone, it's still all throughout giving you the best experience possible wherever possible. So now Singapore, we opened since May, so it's like still relatively young. But up till now, we appreciate everyone that come down and support. You come down and see the store. But don't be afraid. Though you're maybe from somewhere else aside from Singapore, so we accept all different kinds of people. You're from Indonesia, China, Malaysia, whatever it is. Feel free to come in. Just have a look what's available for offer, because we do have stock changes every now and then. It's not stagnant because things does move, and the price does move as well. So if you're slow and you're indecisive, good pieces runs out very fast. So you snooze, you lose. So please do feel free to come in. We are able to talk in different language, Japanese, and in Cantonese as well for me, English. In Chinese, English. Feel free. We are able to help. Whenever possible. Any questions, payment-wise, product-wise, or you need any advice for your first set, we're always happy to give an advice to do so, whatever it is. So feel free to drop by the Singapore store. We're all very friendly people. Don't be afraid, we don't bite.
So we're at Mandarin Gallery, second floor.
So the easiest way to come in is always from the Hilton Hotel lobby. You can just take the escalator in from the sideways. You straight away see DELTAone. We'll just show you later on. But we're always here. We're not closed any time of the day. So we are
open every day.
Yeah, 24/7, 365.
Hey, no,
technically.
that's not right.
We try to, but even Goro store in Tokyo does take a rest. So we also had to take a rest. So because we need to, compile
Balance,
everything,
yep.
balance out and all the stock count and stuff like that to maintain a good overall outreach to everyone. So but most of the time we're open. So just feel free, drop by. But so just your overall viewing pleasure.
Yep. That's Wilson's setup.
Yeah, so I got most of my feathers from DELTAone Japan back then in the earlier years. Even like the old hook and all stuff.
So what's the style that you have over there?
I just like overlapping. It's just my overall style. So I have like the gold top, simple. It's more oxidized already, so you can see it's a bit tarnished. So you have the old metal, and then with the small little dingly one, just giving it overlaps. Not much people does this. It's just overall my style, or probably a next idea for you guys. You're coming here to shop. So, but it's just overlapping. It kind of feels like the actual real feathers of the bird or the eagle itself.
Yes.
So it kind of overlaps. So I just want to have the kind of depth overall to have the kind of overlapping. That's what I choose. And what about you, Ji-san? You have something the holy grail, some calls it.
So it's the gold tip feather. Obviously, a lot of people would know. It's one of the famous feather from Goros because of Japanese celebrity Kimura Takuya. Mokchun Tokchoi.
Mokchun Tokchoi, yes.
In Chinese is
Mokchun Tokchoi. Muchun Tokchoi. Yeah.
So that's where it started. Gold tip feather, it's this one over here. So the gold is at the tip. So this is why we call gold tip feather. So, but I actually started with the gold top feather with the leather core at the beginning.
That's the more usual basic.
Yeah, it's like the
off,
beginner basic styles. That's very easy to go into, and it's not that very expensive. But over the time, once I started wearing Goros, obviously I had the needs.
The addiction gets higher and higher.
To upgrade.
Yeah.
So after that, I went into like chains, and I added like silver wheels with some of the metals.
Yeah.
But after that, I decided to just go for the gold tip feather. It's like the holy
So
grail.
that's one
as
thing
I
good
said.
about DELTAone. You're coming in the store, you get to see most of everything. Because if you go, it's your first visit, let's say you go to actual Goros retailer store itself in Tokyo, you may not be able to see all at one go.
No.
Yeah. So it just depends on your luck. You see this or that, but if you come to DELTAone, you start to get the itch. You get to find what you want, what's your first set. Then we'll give you all the recommendations.
I also like in like official store, like hikidashi item, the drawer item. Yeah, those we call in Japanese. It's called hikidashi. It literally just means drawer. But what these items are inclusive is like ogo wheel, all the beads, all the gold items, even silver wheel. Like those kind of are hidden.
Yeah,
from
much
the
rarer
view.
items that you think is not that important, but it's very important for the whole setup.
Yeah. So it's like they have the choice of what they offer to you or not. So it's very difficult as well.
So
But
that's why I just come to the other one.
we have
One-stop
all the
solution.
selections.
Yeah. So of course, if you want something even more special, we can do our research and resources. We try to get whatever that you require. So don't worry. We have the reach. So
We'll help
if you need
everyone
something
out.
and you want to ask about it, just come to the store, or you just DM us on Instagram and stuff like that, or email us. Everything you have questions or special items, or like you said, the draw items that you may not get normally, but we can find our way to get for you. Just ask.
Definitely. So now, would you like to show around the
sure.
stores, or do you have
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about it?
That's about it. I guess people probably in Hong Kong, international, want to see about what the store looks like in Singapore.
Let's do
So
that then.
just simple tour around. Let's go.
Do you want to change the directions, or
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
let me hold that?
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
So here we go on our usual
Sorry.
setup. Yep. So overall here, it's all our display. And the first one here, all we have in the small boxes is all the brand new items. So we store them in pristine condition, so we know that they are all brand new. We all written down and all properly kept. So those are the brand new items. And looking on the other side, we do have some variations of used or almost brand new items. So you can definitely see all the pricing and the condition of it. And of course, for feathers, we also do have in the brand new condition. of course, all the feathers. If you have anything that is out of the usual, you can just let us know. We can try to find the best one possible. And yeah, we do have magazines around just to give you an idea of a setup. So, but yeah, if anything that you feel it's your style, we can just try to match it up and put it as a set for you. So yeah, that's about for now. Over here on the feathers, and here we got something, yeah, a little bit more flashy. So we got all gold small feathers that is good for like accents against the big feathers, the wheels, gold wheels, metals, all the good accents, and as well the heart, claws, cross, and of course the important beads, leather cords, chains. Yeah, we all have the chains, small corner, round corner, long, short, whatever you want it, we all have it. So moving over here, we have the bracelets. So yeah, any fans of like simple bracelets, people, yeah, if you don't like feathers, yep, Goros has all types of accessories for you. And this is the most entry level, the rubber bangle that everyone knows. Then sentinel height. So this one takes a bit of process, but if you are into the whole culture, drop by. We'll definitely have you to fix it up. Yep, but it's a definitely nice experience.
And painful.
But we'll do it very gently and overall in the circumstances. And so yeah, here's our main counter. We have the whole little bit of a Red Indian vibe with the whole arrow. Yep, definitely gives you a bit of a Red Indian. And here we have our own VIP room. So yep, so yeah, we're here to share. If you have more things to discuss or any things to set up, you can just have your time and sit down, have a good talk with us. And if you prefer more privacy without anyone knowing that you're gonna buy a whole lot of stuff, we're gonna do, yeah, privacy for sure. So we'll give you all the privacy you need. Yep, all the info you need, whatever the special needs you need, we'll definitely settle for you. So yep, we definitely got it all covered for you.
So let's go around.
Yep. So outside we do have a few displays. So just show you around. So yeah, we're heading outside to the mall. So as you can see, we're in the Mandarin Gallery Mall once again, next to the Hilton Hotel. This is the main DELTAone entrance, as you can see, all very nicely set up, simple and easy. Once you come in, you're definitely able to see us. And like I said before, the actual entrance is easier from the Hilton Hotel. So you can just take this escalator up, away from the lobby in front of you from Hilton Hotel, come all the way up. And right here, yep, we're already here for DELTAone Singapore. Easy access, and yeah, overall. And this side, you can see our very nice setup and picture of the eagle and dipco, DELTAone poster. Yeah, so escalator behind, it's coming in through like the third floor. So we actually situate on the second floor. So upstairs, if you're here before in the Mandarin Gallery, yep, upstairs is the artistic, and then the Korean salon, and there's a Korean barbecue opening soon. But yeah, so we are around in the second floor in this area. So those of you know like sneakers, probably you know Sneaker Dunk. So that's a reseller from Japan as well. Sneaker Dunk is in front, we are just behind. Overall here, so we got two entrances on both sides. Don't worry, you won't get lost. You're definitely able to find us no matter where you are. Yep. So yeah, that's overall from the Singapore store. We are welcoming and waiting for everyone to drop by to check us out. Whether you're local, you're from overseas, we are welcoming you with open arms. Just come in, say hello, check it out. It's a very, very nice, simple store. Okay, so I guess let's switch back. Yep. All right, so that's about overall. That's what we covered for introduction of Goros. You know, the store in Singapore, and of course Yuji-san here, who covers most of everything between Hong Kong and Singapore. You might see him in both sides at the same time sometimes.
Yep, I've been flying back
yeah, he's a ninja, so probably you see him here today and tomorrow in Hong Kong and stuff like that. You never know. But yeah, he's a very helpful guy. If you have any questions or anything you need on either sides of the country, just give him a hello and give him some questions. If not, come to us, staff or me, Wilson, here in the Singapore store. And also we have another store manager. His name is Aloysius. He's not here today, but on the next live, probably you get to see him pop up and have a say hello and share his thoughts and setups as well. Yep. But a very nice guy as well. We are all very friendly. Just come in, no hostility. Just be free, just check it out. No harm. Yeah.
Also, not only Singapore, we do have stores in Hong Kong, in Tsim Sha Tsui, Merit Place too. Our store manager there and our staffs is very helpful as well. So you can visit us over there as well.
Yeah. So yeah, probably nearby, get some dim sum and buy some goros.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not too fun.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think for the next session, if anyone has any.
So if anyone has any questions or ideals of things or suggestions you want to see more about, probably setup ideas or more about products or only brand new stuff or whatever there is, drop us in the comments below. Once we post this, let us know so we can have more interactive space in this Instagram live. So we will come on more often, talk to you guys, understand more about goros. It's always about the journey overall. It's not like the first purchase and we forget about you. It's all about consistently upgrading, doing all the due diligence and understanding more and just feel the more essence and spirit and
enjoy.
And feel more love about it, and protecting you more and more. Not only yourself, probably your girlfriend or your children as well. It's not only about for guys. It's all ages, all genders.
We have customers on the female side as well, and we're able to assemble that as well.
So don't be fooled. It's just for the guys. So girls, if you're seeing this, drop by as well. We got all the sizes for you. Can match it up for you for your dainty dress or simple get go. So drop by. It doesn't matter at all. Just come by. Feel free to check us out.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's all for today.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning in. Joining.
はい。唔該晒。
I'll see you guys again.
はい。下次再見。唔該晒。
ありがとうございました。
はい。ありがとうございます。またね。じゃあ。もう終わり。